Peace, everyone. Black Eye Priestess. So it's Monday, and I'm going to get ready to do some live feed readings. I've been doing it, for the second week of January that we're in. I believe today's the 15th. I think it's Monday the 15th. I'm not certain, but the 15th is a midway point, and it's perfect because Mondays are the days that those of us in voodoo, especially revolutionary voodoo, it's the day to appease Papa LegBa, Eshu, LegBa, various paths. Monday's typically the day, so if you're a fetish priest, you will be dealing with, Papa LegBa very, very strongly on Mondays. You probably have to, do a little bit more and, on a regular basis. Whereas if you are just an initiate, you may want to use Monday as a day to appease LegBa, to open the gates to your head. Or to open the gates to your, recent dead relatives, or the particular ancestral spirits that watch over your recent family bloodline or your tribal household. Okay, so that being said, if you again, if you are a fetish priest, you want to make sure you got your particular path that you have. Make sure you know what the offerings he wants. If you are just an initiate, or if you're just trying to appease LegBa and you need him to open the gates, or you need a quick blessing, Monday would be a great day. And this is what initiates or voodooists can do, or anyone who's of the bloodline and just kind of wants to, open the gates to some prosperity and do it through African spiritual principles. You can get 3 pennies. You can get some dark rum or dark liquor. You can use red wine as a substitute if in the event you have no access to dark hard liquor or spirits. So you can use red wine, but if this is your first time approaching Papa LegBa, you really want to have some dark rum, 3 pennies, a cigar, and you want to have some form of incense, or definitely light the cigar as a form of incense. You need to have some smoke. So those are some things that you need to have if this is your first time approaching Papa LegBa, and LegBa has summoned you and kind of let you know that you are of the bloodline and you can use him to do voodoo, or to bring the things that you need into your life. Some things that may you may have once you develop a relationship with LegBa and kind of know when to go to him. You can use peppermints or candy canes. Strawberry flavored candies, cherry flavored candies, blackberry flavored candies, licorice, or red or black licorice or Twizzlers, meaning red meaning Twizzlers, red or black, or licorice. In terms of candles, you can make your own candle. You can make your own blood candle. You can use red reversibles, red, black, and white. You can use devil may run, You can use what else, like definitely red, black for those who are first approaching LegBa. For initiates and fetish priests, you can be using variations of red, black, and white. Deal with multiples of threes, meaning have 3 offerings or have 3 of the offering. For example, today I did 3 peppermints. I've got water here. I put, I put his name on the water glass. That's how he wanted me to do. I do have I put 3 more peppermints in there, and in this black in his black cup there, I do have some sangria with a mix of spices, black pepper, cayenne, and a homemade spice from a local sister here. And really, again, for those of you who are doing voodoo, you feel free to, if you are, a fetish priest, or if you, have been given those rights, go ahead and use the veve and open the gates. Draw the veve on the candle if you do candle magic. If you, have more space, you can get cornmeal or flour, or you can use a mixture of salt and ash and, any ashy remnants, of the same texture, of the same consistency. And, but, you really kind of want to work with a form of cornmeal, and you can, outline the veve on the ground in the cornmeal, and, set the candle at the star parts of it. So, the parts of the veve where the stars are. For those of you who know how to, work with veves, there's always a star to connect that veve to the stars of Sirius B. So, some star points, here's a star point. Here's a star point. I have on the back here one of the main ones for this particular veve. LegBa has several veves, and sometimes LegBa will have you make a variation in the veve as a mystery for maybe a particular rite that you are trying to do. There's been several times where LegBa has had me draw a specific veve, and maybe adjust certain things because of the particular rite I was doing. So if you are new to working with veves, find an image online. If you have any questions, I can find images and send them to you, or I can post links on this video if anyone does have any questions about what veve, I suggest to use. But please find the picture online and practice drawing it. Papa LegBa is very lenient. He does not need things to be perfect. In fact, LegBa's constantly kind of on lean and on edge. So sometimes he may have things kind of scattered, kind of, not even, not neat all the time. That is kind of his energy. He does kind of have a lean, a shiftlessness to him. So don't worry about getting the artwork perfect. It's not about being an artist. It's about learning how to communicate and learning the sigils, if that is at the level, that you're at. So I'm just kind of dealing from beginner to advanced here, so, everyone, get in where you fit in. All right. With LegBa, you want to make sure there are canes on LegBa's veve. He does have a form of a cane. All right. And veves are a sigil that basically resembles or represents the character of the deity, the Orisha or the Loa. of the entity. So if you look at Veves, you know, maybe from some different perspectives, you'll see that some of them do look like they're shapes or characters or kind of stick figure-esque things, because they are actually embodying the energy and pronouncing the specific energies of the Loa. All right. The Orisha have their Veves are more seals. So the Orisha will have seals, meaning they're within a circle. They're encompassed within a circle. The Orisha have seals because the Orisha are the source of the Loa. The Orisha are forces of nature. The Loa are the mysteries or the sub-elements of these forces of nature. For example, Yemaya is the ocean, the vastness of the ocean. Yemaya is water. La Seren would be considered sea foam. Let's say that. She's the sea foam aspect. She's that one that aligned with the Pataki or the mythology of Aphrodite, because it's a myth, but the Pataki of her turning into sea foam or, you know, rising to being an angel. That one was kind of deep though. So let's take water again. Yemaya would be water. Oshun is fresh water. Yemaya is salt water. La Seren, or I don't want to do that one. That one's a little too complicated with the feminine mysteries. But I was going to say, that's still too complicated. That deals with the moon. That's a whole nother upload. Let me do this one. Ochosi, which again is a very rare one to talk about, but Ochosi is the Orisha of justice. Or, no, okay, all right, we'll do this one. Yansan. Yansan is the Orisha of change, of destruction, of change through destruction. She is the force of nature of the storm, the tempest, which includes thunder and lightning. Remember, storms include thunder and lightning, which is Shango's realm, which is part of Yansa's entire power. The fact that she is the most beloved wife and queen. So Yansan, Oya, is the force of nature. Oya meaning to rip, to tear, talking about the destructive way that she tears through life and death, through one realm to the next. That's an Orisha. She has a seal. Mama Bridget is the Loa of justice and balance and the feminine principles of such. Papa Gede is the Loa of death and the grave. Baron Lacroix is the Loa of the cross that you put over a graveyard to allow one to rest in peace. They have Veves. They are particular aspects of Yansan and Aiku, which is another Orisha. But they are particular aspects of Yansan, who rules the cemetery, but she's the force of nature of change. They are the Loa of justice, dealing with death, dealing with life and death, dealing with the balance of those two experiences and creating justice from having that balance. Blind justice, deaf justice, dumb justice, see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. So I hope that, again, it might be a bit complicated for beginners, but those of you who already are into the occult and understand metaphysics and how to relate these things, you know, I just want you to understand you can call on a force of nature, which is a source. That deals with, that's what the root word of sorcery. It deals with source work. LegBa deal with root work. Okay, so I'm going to leave y'all with that. Let me know if you have any questions. Again, a lot of my uploads will be revealing mysteries. There isn't going to be any particular method to the madness. I will try and focus on subjects, but by voodoo being an oral tradition and me having the mysteries and getting, you know, the divine insights, it's not just going to be like a standard lecture. You know, it may be about one subject and you may get some mysteries or some other things there. So I hope that you guys find some things of value and learn some new things with each upload that you listen to. All right, everyone, enjoy your Monday. Blessed be.